Alright. we are gonna do something elite gaming. And that's called Plants vs. Zombies. Like, the freaking GOAT game that PopCap made. The reasoning behind EA's, why they got bought out by eBay. Yes, eBay. But yes, hold on. Actually, no. I'm gonna be a snacky one, and I'm gonna be a snazzly one, and not tell my fellow Discordmen that I'm live, because yo, you don't really need to if you got the notification squad. Anyways, let me shut up, Rigor Mormist. Yes, we are Plants vs. Zombieing. Let's not waste any time, because I feel like my time is going to be very limited. As guess what happened when I was about to actually stream? Like, literally, like, right as soon as I hovered over my mouse over the stop streaming button, I got a message saying that I have to freaking go to, like, some freaking place. They just said, ready up, we're going somewhere, and it's like, okay, cool. But don't worry, I am readied up. I got socks, I got pants, I got shirts, I got freaking a suit and tie, I got cologne that smells like a freaking Mercedes, the Mercedes-Benz specifically. I got all that. Don't ask why there's such thing as a cologne that makes you smell like a car. I don't know, if fresh car scent is a thing, then it makes sense on why. Oh, hold on, let me close out some windows, because Plants vs. Zombies is a really tiny game, because the resolution of it is unchangeable, and it's like a game from 2009, meaning, 2009 monitors weren't that, actually, they may be, but the game itself wasn't that, like, extreme in resolution, so it's like a 480p game. I may be wrong, but it's a 4x3, and all I gotta say is every time I boot up the game and I have a window open, it will downscale to the size of that window, and it looks really funny, like really funny. Anyways, let's boot up Plants vs. Zombies. Are you ready? This is probably going to be the first time I'm ever going to have to edit a VOD. But not in a highlight way, but in a VOD way. So, I'm kind of a speedrunner myself. I kind of, played the game. And, hold on. Now I gotta hear myself real quick. You're going to hear myself for a bit. And, okay, we're good. Anyhow, Lois. So, you got these motherfucker bucket zombies. They want you to use the chomper, but chomper sucks in this game, so I'm not going to. There, he did. Actually, I should use the... I don't know why I did that. I got the sun to freaking... I have the freaking sun value to do that. Oh yeah, there's my Zombitar, by the way. It died like in a second. But, And we're gonna be dead. Or, they're gonna be dead like in a minute. Oh, I forgot! Since it's level 19, we're gonna do the ultimate battle already. Hello. We are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. Oh yeah, that's my name. I spelled orange wrong. Or did I? I don't know. Ultimate battles! Let's go. The freaking breaking news right here. This beginning part of Ultimate Battle always sounds like a freaking news flash. Like a freaking news programmer. What are those guys called? Newsmen? Is like when the newsmen are gonna start like announcing That a castle has fallen or something. Yeah. Is it not? Okay, already. Listen, to all my symmetrical folks out there, you're not gonna like the ultimate battles as much. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll let him walk to his death. Ah, frick. There you go, we almost have a full row. So we kinda are in a pickle right now, cause I kinda did not plan for 2 cone heads to appear in the middle. Die. I got an idea. That's my idea. Chomper took some damage, but it doesn't matter. There you go. Oh, now we have duple plants. It would have made sense to put the chompers on the next to the walnut instead of spadows or potato mines. Well, it's a bit too late for that now. Oh, I forgot there was a freaking. All right, repeater. We're gonna chuck a stove pea in there. Full row of chompers. This walnut has done a great service to us, but he's gonna die a warrior. Plants have genders in— yeah, they have genders in this game. I forgot about that. Like, most of the plants in this game, and the almanac, is that how you say it? The almanac? Were like, always male, and like, very little are female, and they're like, now, like, every freaking, plant— I have a full, well, let's go ham. This is our extra troops, You can make it! You can live! See, he lived. Oh, he's not gonna live that. No, he's not gonna live. You've done a great service to us. This game will get hard eventually. Not now, but it will. Also, we don't need that guy anymore. There you go. Now we have snow peas all around. We also like no longer need this potato mine. Oh my god. Full row. Let's go nuts again. Live. Live. There you go. Oh yeah, and like the ultimate, like the final wave, they're gonna send out a whole row of these. I'll just wait until, like all of them are there. So I just chuck like 3 cherry bombs and basically like beat it instantly. I would always put, when I was young, I always put walnuts at the front, and they would die so quickly. Because usually you're supposed to put them at, like, yeah, they're a defense thing, but, like, putting them all the way in the front, they, like, die quicker. So putting them, like, around the middle, or, like, over here, is just better. Fight for your countries. Countries, yes, so you have more than one country. You see how fast this guy's dying? No! You see? You see? He lived! Alright, fellas. This is it. The last wave. Not the next wave, the last wave. I'm just gonna use a cherry bomb there for no reason. And now we basically just wait until they released every single zombie possible, so we can just do this. Bam. Let's celebrate. Here, I'll honor him by replacing him. And there's really not much I can do here. I have two sides, symmetrical and symmetrical. Puff's room shoots short-range spores at the enemy. And the sequel, they freaking nerfed this guy. Evening Blue Warren. Actually, no, he speaks. Alright, so now we're in the night stage, featuring the newspaper zombie. Oh, we don't have an almanac yet, but this motherfricker scared me when I was young. There's an achievement that you can get that was like, beat a night level without using any shrooms. We're not going to do that because that's a little bit hard and that's probably an extra bonus stream like content. So right away we're going to plant a bunch of puff shrooms as much as we can because these guys are OP as frick. In there was a video that was basically saying like plant tiers. This guy is top tier solely because of the fact that this motherfricker can just... It's just broken. Of course, in late games, it's not that great, but you can still spam them, and they're gonna be freaking amazing. Like, for example, back in the old Xbox Plants vs. Zombies days, when Plants vs. Zombies PvP, Plants vs. Zombies competitiveness was a thing. I would choose the puff shroom, and then, like, beans, and then, like, the coffee bean a bunch. And I think my brother, like, outright banned them because of how disgusting the freaking puff shrooms were. They were that broken. They were that, like, and then there was, like, the star shroom, or the star fruits, who were also, like, freaking broken as heck. Because you spam those, you're pretty much, like, set in, like, pretty much the whole lane is covered at that point. So they are a strong plant. Tiny but freaking good. Daniel. I should probably set up a defense here. But yeah, you gotta always put them in the back. So that way, you get a freaking thick defense when they arrive. Save up money to purchase cool stuff! This is before you have to pay money in order to get a plant. I'm looking at you, PVZ2. I was over here thinking that the snow pea and squash, jalapeno, torchwood, and the imitator were going to be the only ones that costed gems or money. Oh, how I was dead wrong. Oh, how I did not knew what eBay, who, I'm just going to call EA eBay now, right? You're okay with that? That was before I did not know how much microtransactions EA gives their games. Free or paid. This guy. Yeah, this guy. Newspaper zombies. These guys are aggressive. These guys are worse in PvZ 2. Because they just, like, they mow down your freaking your defenses like extremely fast. I forgot there's a level up system in PvZ too. Okay, our defenses are getting a little bit weaker, but that doesn't really matter. That's a plant! There's 3 plants in there. Yo, I'm deleting the grass. I wonder, is the frickin' grass, like, the night level is literally just the day level one, but just changed, but just, like, they changed the hue so it looks really blue and then, like, lower the brightness? Because I swear, I think they did that. Oh yeah, I gotta do the most Chad thing ever. I just did the most Chad thing ever right there. So now, the frickin' zombies have mustaches! Oh! Well, there goes one of the puff shrooms. There you go, now we got the sun shroom. Give small sun at first, and normal sun later. Oh yeah! When you actually have 790 coins, it would actually give you an extra seed slot. Anyways, now I'm gonna be a freaking Chad, and then now play the that level thing again. So let's try it. Let's try doing it once. So this sunflower right here is going to be the only source of currency for like a good fat couple of rounds. Expired. Didn't it actually said like dead or something? I recall that grave had dead instead of expired. But yes, you chuck in a couple of these guys, and now you're broke. I think the sunflowers also produce less sun. I'm not sure. But I think they also do. Oh my, I just looked over and I just see how freaking painful it is to look at this stream. I might need... Remember Plants vs. Zombies Adventure? I never knew how to play that game. I did not know you could actually there was a limited amount of plants. It didn't really tell you that. Or I guess it did, but I was like freaking negative 84 seconds old. So like I didn't know that the plants were very limited. So far, I've been just... So far, I've been using nothing but potato mines. Okay, I need to spend, like, at least... I need to get at least another... Yeah, there, so I can get an extra sunflower. Oh, shoot! Damn, I ain't gonna cut it. Alright. Why'd I place it there, not there? Also, this mouse is massive on the screen. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. That's just downright terrible. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. It's not gonna recharge fast enough. So, let's restart. Alright. Let's strategically strategize. So we're not gonna need anything that's like deadly expensive like these. This is gonna be the most expensive. Yeah. They are at least generous to give me. So I guess I have to sacrifice the lawnmower in order to make this beatable. I also think there's also another achievement that you can get that's just like you mow down like 500 zombies or something like that. Ah, fine. I missed that 5 times. I may need to find another streaming software to stream this game, cause this is not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna do this for like, cause I ain't gonna stream like this like forever. Oh, I should have gotten a pea shooter. Ah, don't worry, we got another potato mine going. Aw, frick.
Brains.
Do we go for the double sunflower setup, or do we go for none of those setups? That zombie's fast as frick, what the heck? Okay, I just need to get lucky with this, gambit. Or do I just sacrifice that sunflower? No, that's not worth it. The pea shooter's not even gonna do— okay, you know what? That sunflower's gonna die? Okay. So we're just gonna let that happen. Yo! What the frick? What the frick you Well, it's a little bit late now. Gee willikers, thanks. Alright, who's ready for another, loss? Okay, I got a good idea. How about I don't do that? I'll wait until I get the frick... Here, I'll do that in the bonus stream. How about that? And then we can just... yeah. Or the special. I don't know what to call it. Anyways, so now we're gonna start off with these. So, sunshrooms. They work like sunflowers, but they grow. And they give baby sun, because you don't really need sun. This level, you just want to use these. If,
The zombies are coming.
there you go. Uh-oh, I think they're here, which means I have to go. Are you ready for me to go to a magical place known as Target? Because I swear to you, they're gonna take me there. Here's the thing, though. This isn't the first time that they said we're gonna show you some. We're gonna take you somewhere, and it's gonna be a surprise, and then it turns out to be Target. This is not the first time. It's almost like an inside joke that I'm not part of. To say we're gonna go somewhere and we're not gonna tell you, to keep it a secret, and then it turns out to be like Target, because they only do it to Target. When they do it to Walmart to get me something, they're like, we're going to Walmart, or we're going to Menards or something like that. We have never went to Menards because there is no Menards here. We're in Canada. Just kidding, we're not in Canada. I have a jug of milk. Also, you may have just heard a freaking. This, I can imagine somebody's like, what is this? Like, someone's gonna see a stream preview, and it's just gonna be like tiny Plants vs Zombies in the corner. Yeah, this does not look. Oh, look at that one. They grew. Oh wait, they were always growing. I just didn't bother seeing this. There they are. Now we're gonna get 50 sun. Or not 50 sun, 20. 25. Now they're pretty big. In Plants vs Zombies 2, we're not going to see this now, but there's going to be a mechanic where, overkill. There's going to be a mechanic in the game where, you... Oh yeah, this game has a menu pause and a spacebar pause. Meaning you can do this. Pause buffer. Oh, wait! Oh, I was about to say. I was gonna say, like, can you actually, like... Okay, I was about to say. Like, could you actually freaking... Well, that's what happens when you have a cone head. Yeah, cone heads can defend off some of these, but like... Did I told you how they nerfed them? No, I don't think I did. What they did in PvZ2 to nerf them is they made them temporary. So the only way you can, like, keep them around is by using a, plant food. They're still pretty decent. I think they made them weaker. But they're still pretty decent. But because of how gimmicky, the zombies were in that game, they were really weak compared to, like, most of the defense. By gimmicky, I meant there's a lot of plants, there's a lot of zombies that do other, like, that do more than walk forward and have a lot of health than what most of these do, the other ones do. Because most of them would just walk forward, have a shield, walk forward, jump, they were more simplistic. While the other ones were more, well, the other ones. Here, I'll delete the zombie. See, I deleted it. With the help of the puff troops, I have successfully... Oh yeah, that's a bad thing. Group zombies actually freaking down puff shrooms, like, really easily. Also, there's like zombie speed RNG. That's another thing. That's another feature that this game has. Zombie speed RNG. So some zombies are faster than others. And like a slow conehead like this one, could just gets annihilated. While like a fast conehead, that's a weird thing. Oh, okay. That was a really high-pitched freaking... Nah, I'm not having you. Hey, Symmetry guys. You like this? You like what you see? I don't know what the next plan is. I think it's either Fume Shroom or Scaredy Shroom. Who knows? But this game. Oh, the composer, Laura Shigihara. Laura Shigihara was just like, alright, let me just, like, freaking... I forgot the name of the composer for John Williams. I'm just gonna John Williams this, game real quick. So then she freaking composed, like, the most lit soundtrack in the entirety of, PopCap. I mean, there's that, and then there's, Peggle. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Peggle music was just, like, royalty-free music. I don't think that was... I'm not sure, but I may be wrong. Actually, no, I am wrong. I may be wrong. You think I could get them in... Alright, let's see. Let's go. Why is this one shorter than the other one? Also, I love how they just, like, shortened. They just made this image, made it smaller, and then crop it halfway, and then call that another gravestone texture. Also, these graves have a different texture as well. Have you guys heard of Plants vs. Zombies hard mode? It's like it was like the most talked about thing for like 12 minutes, where it was basically PvZ, but like unfair. There was like one thing I recalled where the newspaper zombies were just like the ones from PvZ 2. Where they just mow down your lawn. If you're underleveled, of course. Plants vs. Zombies Adventures. Wow, I freaking derailed Gigahard that freaking... Oh my god. Oh my god! Sacrifice. Sacrifice yourself. You've done a great Oh, it's future. You've done a great service, Chomper. But Plants vs. Zombies Adventures. That was a game, a Facebook game, and it was probably one of the greater Facebook games. Because those were the only, it was like the only Facebook game I played. And I didn't know Facebook games were a thing. Or, like, more than one Facebook game was a thing. I knew there was games with integrated... Barret of Life? Is that what it says? Anyways. But now, we have been introduced to Screen Door Zombies, which is why we have the Fume Shroom. Fume Shroom's pretty cool, because it's like... Yeah, it's better. It's just better. But anyways. But yeah, Adventures. It was like 3D, and you had limited plants, and you had to replant the plants in order to use more of that plant. I didn't know that was a thing, so I just spent like the gems or the diamonds that they had in the game to get more plants. And I didn't know it, and then they said, like, insufficient gems. So I, like, kept requesting random people on my mother's friend list, friends list to give me more gems. None of them responded, of course, because they immediately, I bet they assumed that I was in her account, freaking playing Plants vs. Zombies Adventures. But yeah, I didn't know any about that, and then I saw gameplay of it, and I was like, how are they in level 400? How many friends do they have? I remember the Sweet Pea, and I remember, like, planting it once and being like, okay, so it's like a pea shooter, but it just one-shot zombie or two-shot zombies instead of like five-shotting them. And then the bee shooter was like, oh, it's like the sweet pea, but literally just bee. It's the same thing, I think. Except I believe the bee shooter was farther ranged, thus being better. Oh, fume shoots are big. There we go. Oh, I didn't realize how weak these guys are. Yeah, the shroom plants, the shroom family in this game tend to be weak. Oh, okay, we're good. No, I'm not allowing that. Eventually, I'm gonna start shoveling those puff shrooms and just get a massive defense. Bruh, 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 bruh. Oh, frick. Oh! This game is just... Oh, I don't have enough sun. My brain, like... Oh, yeah. Here's another thing. You can move this around. I don't know why you can. I guess it's like... Oh, I gotta strategize. So, over here, and then over here. I guess that makes sense. You can also do the same with this. You can't do you can't do this anymore in most modern games. So it really goes to show how blinded game developers are. You know, they gotta do more of this. Where the pause menu right here, and then you can just move it to here if you want. Now you can't do that, and it's like, God dang it! I wish you could have. You see, this is what makes these games more special, because you can move the pause menu around. But I completely forgot I had this Muscapon chocolate. It's a Muscapon, like Della Rosa. Oh, speaking of, it is made by Della Rosa. Covered in chocolate. They dipped these Muscapons in freaking chocolate. So now you can have the wonderful, like, moisture of chocolate with the dryness of 1,000 sun, with like the dryness of like 1,000 suns at the same time. And I probably have. Yeah, I know I have. I took a bite into it, and instantly, the chocolate is really melty. Mmm. Such a weird product. Oh, the chocolate has melted. The chocolate, I repeat, the chocolate has indeed melted. It was too late. I'm too scared to push this because I feel like it's gonna freaking collapse. It's gonna like collapse and land right into my freaking mic. By the way, Laura Shigihara did something that most game developers or Plants vs Zombies did something that most modern games don't do nowadays, and that's releasing an official soundtrack with a studio version and a in-game version of the soundtrack in one album. So you have a studio version, so it's like what it sounded like before it was implemented in the game, or I guess it's just an original soundtrack version. So it's like a modified, edited, like mix of an already existing soundtrack. It sounds different too, and then you get an in-game version. Heck no. Which is what it's the track, which is what the soundtrack sounds like in game, and it was pretty cool. Laura also did something different that most other composers don't do much, and that's keeping the unused or unreleased tracks that weren't in the game and put them in the album as a bonus track. I like that. I want more people to do that, but again, because game designers are so blinded by money, they don't allow you to move the pause menu around like this one, like a freaking separate window, and then also, oh, I missed a message. That's funny. Oh, and the message is to freaking prepare because they're gonna arrive in a minute. Note. They said that they messaged me that 2 minutes ago, and they have not arrived yet. I gotta go wash my hands. Um, what's the button? Hold on, I'm gonna hear myself real quick. What's the button? What's the button? Shut up. Shut up. Alright, what's the button for muting myself? Shut up. No. Okay, so I definitely found out what the mute button is. It's asterisk, because that's how I will live. Shut up! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Sorry, I was telling myself to shush. What the frick did I just do? What the frick did I just do? Shh. Okay, cool. That's a cool. That is just a cool. Anyways, I have returned after forgetting or remembering that I had like mac and cheese. I almost said mac cheese pasta. Mac and cheese pasta. And then I left over. Just in the microwave freezing itself again. Refreezing. So I was like, alright, let me grab this, put it on a freaking plate because I don't want to bother putting it in a bowl. And then just gulp away. And then I gulped away. Anyways, so these motherfrickers are dead. And now we have like the second worst plant in the game, the Gravebuster. Because as soon as we are outside as soon as we're outside the night levels, it just sucks. Wow, that was a cool price jump. 700 to like 5,000. Anyways, now we have 7 seeds to pick. There you go. We don't need walnuts where we're going. Actually, no, never mind, we do. I just realized we have a pole vaulter now. This time we're gonna need 2 rows of these motherfrickers.
The zombies are coming.
Oh yeah, I was also thinking PvZ hard mode. They also upped the price of most of the characters, or most of the cards. Most of the plants. How did I struggled calling the plants from Plants vs. Zombies plants? How did I struggle from that? The costing of the plants. I believe they upped the pricing of that. So it went from like around freaking how much? So like the winter melon I think was like from 600 to 7,000 I think, or 700. No, it was 300 and then it became like 600 or 700. In other words, they are very pricey. How much? Oh wait, that's a lot of range. I just realized we have no walnuts. Nutless. Let's go. That's illegal. Only sacrifices are allowed. Was the Gloom Shroom ever in PvZ 2, or am I tripping? They re-added the Gloom Shroom to PvZ 3, which is a game that happened. I actually had early access to that game. I know like EA does not want you to say anything about the pre-alpha stage of PvZ 3, but I'm just gonna let you know it sucked. Mostly because it was freaking, you know, pre-alpha, so like the background was gray. None of the stuff there was like finished at all. I know that like one of the plants in the game was literally just a PNG of like the concept art for the plant, and it would just damage the zombies. It wouldn't even show you projectile. It would just damage them. I believe that plant is no longer in the game as well. So that's a cool. Oh yeah, Grave Buster. I forgot. That's how bad of a flicking. That's how much of a that's how bad of a freaking plant it is. Also that. I think recharge really quickly. But there's also the danger of they can also be eaten by the zombies as well. Also, these have got to be like some of the healthiest zombies in the planet, because they eat plants. Most zombies in almost anything do not eat plants. In fact, just ignore it. That, or like these zombies are so freaking starving that they'll just... I mean, then again, the plants are sentient, so it makes sense. Like, you know, only the undead can attack the living. The bodies of the dead attack the living. That's what they always say. 2 people in the planet has only said that, and it's just the guy from the scare, and then the guy again. Also, these no longer are attacking, so bigger recruits. I think these won't attack either. Actually, no, they got pretty good range, right? Right? Okay, well, he died really quickly. We will never know whether or not these plants, whether the fume shrooms in the back. Well, oh, maybe this one we will. Who knows? Let's find out. Okay, the answer is yes. So we can actually just upgrade the fume shrooms in the back. Oh wait, it says something there. Oh! The bejeweled gem! For fume shroom, let's go. Man, I remember when people would strategize to make like a farming, like a coin farm, where they would plant a bunch of marigolds and then like a tall nuts in like the most weirdest spot possible, in like really weird spots that I never knew could be like strategized. That fume shroom's gonna die. Never mind. Okay, it's gonna die like when another pole vault thing, when another zombie takes a bite, basically. Yeah, sunshrooms are pretty fine. They're pretty good. If it's just because the fume shrooms are cheap. Coins. More coin. And there we have it. Oh, we have the almanac. The Survivor's Almanac? Oh, the Suburban Almanac. Keep track of all plants and zombies in your encounter. And you cannot check, you cannot go to the next stage if you have to view the almanac. The index. You can view plants, you can view zombies, and they all have like little lores. Yeah, pea shooters are your first line of defense. They shoot peas at attacking zombies. How can a single plant grow and shoot so many peas so quickly? Pea shooter says, hard work, commitment, and a healthy, well-balanced breakfast of sunlight and high-fiber carbon dioxide make it all possible. The sunflower can't resist bouncing to the beat. Which beat is that? Why, the life-giving, jazzy rhythm of the earth itself, thumping at a frequency only sunflower can hear. People wonder how I feel about getting consistently chewed on by zombies, says Walnut. What they don't realize is that with my limited senses, all I can feel is a kind of tingling, like a relaxing back rub. Oh yeah, this one right here. Sleeps during the day. I only recently became aware of the existence of zombies, says Puffshroom. Like many fungi, I just assumed they were fairy tales or movie monsters. This whole experience has been a huge eye-opener for me. I was in a dead-end job producing yeast spores for a bakery, says Fumeshroom. Then Puffshroom, bless him. Bless him. Told me about this great opportunity blasting zombies. Now I really feel like I'm making a difference. Despite Gravebuster's fearsome appearance, he wants everyone to know that he loves kittens and spends his off hours volunteering at a local zombie rehabilitation center. I did not know it. It's just the right thing to do, he says. Sunshroom hates sun. He hates it so much that when it builds up in his system, he spits it out as fast as he can. He just won't bite it to him. To him, the sun is crass. And then the zombie is of lore. This zombie loves brains. Can't get enough. Brains, day in, night out. Old and sneaky brains, rotten brains, brains clearly past their prime. Doesn't matter. Regular zombie wants them. Make no mistake, Flag Zombie loves brains. But somewhere down the line, he also picked up a fashion with flags. Maybe it's because the flag always have brains on them. Hard to say. Buckethead, he's wearing the brain bucket cosmetic. No way. Buckethead zombie always wore a bucket. Part of it was to assert his uniqueness in an uncanny world. Mostly he just forgot it was there in the first place. Conehead zombie, oh no way, the dead cone. Conehead zombie shuffled mindlessly forward like every other zombie, but something made him stop. Made him pick up a traffic cone and stick it onto his head. Oh yeah, he likes to party. Newspaper zombie was this close to finishing a Sudoku puzzle. No wonder he's freaking out. Ooh. Oh, is this the... Yeah. Furry little rodents! Yeah, I remember this. Now the mouse is a hammer. And now Loon Boon's playing. That was a really early Sun Collect right there. Oh my god, twice! I know that game. Fine, let me spend them on Gravebusters. Because they're pretty good. No, not that. No, not that. But yeah, but they generate more eventually. It's like actually, no, never mind. Gravebusters are not that great. Never mind. I'm just gonna save up to get a frickload of, By the way, this is the Game of the Year edition. I don't know what the differences are of the Game of the Year edition and the non-Game of the... I'm assuming this is using like a newer engine. Wow, that's way too close. Frick off. In the mobile port of the game, there was a little power up that you could get, where you just play Whack-A-Zombie mid on a normal game for like a split, like for a couple seconds, and that was like the best freaking addition to the game, despite it costing like a lot of coins or something like that to get. Also, because EA, the mobile port is worse than the whoa, these are fast. Is worse than the Game of the Year edition, because the mini games you have to spend like a lot of coins to get, and guess how much they are? They range from like 30,000 to like a frickload thousand. Oh, we're good. Here, I'll let this one live. Just kidding. Nice. I need more coin. Give me coin. Give me coin. Oh, I'm only gonna have one more. That's another good thing about it. One good thing about the Grave Buster is you get a coin. You get coins. And that's it. It's there, 2,000. Hypno Shroom time. This is where you can get the funny achievement. The funny Disco is Dead achievement. Or Disco is Undead. Makes a zombie fight for you. No shroom. In fact, I think, no! Football zombies here. That guy's actually pretty creepy. Or very frightening. At the least. Yeah, now this is where the game goes from easy to like, okay, you've played enough of this game. You probably know how this game works.
Are coming. Brains.
You can, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna say. When are they gonna come back? Because they said that they're gonna come back in a minute, and then it's like been 10 minutes since they said that they're gonna come back in a minute. Are they sure that they? I don't know. Oh, by the way, in case if you're not like anywhere around the United States, I assume it snowed a lot here in Missouri. How long is it gonna take until like one of these like freaking song references I make will end up terminating my freaking Twitch channel? No, this isn't YouTube where Content ID will just hear the freaking melody of the track and then copyright your song, even if it's a cover, which is legal, by the way. Making a cover of a song is completely fine, but I guess YouTube Content ID does not like that. I don't even know if it's the Content ID that's still. Is the Content ID still a thing, or did they just replace it with like some other like bot or monitoring system? Either way, it's stupid. Then again, making fun of like I was gonna say making fun of YouTube is like a norm now, but like nah, never mind. No, we just gotta make fun of YouTube now. I'm allowed to do this because I'm on Twitch. And I can't make fun of Twitch, otherwise the Twitch staff will just ban me. I can't make fun of him, but I'm gonna make fun of him. Anyways, here's a football zombie. This guy's scary because he's armored like a mother frick. So that's why I'm just gonna send out a hypno shroom. There we go. Best sound effect right there. The tweet. Wow, that was a waste. Cool. I did not do a good job grave busting. Again, this plant sucks. There's just a hidden grudge I have on this. Well, there goes a fume shroom, but there's like a sudden. I just have a grudge. I hate like a burning hate passion for this freaking plant. Because again, the Grave Buster, just yeah, no, the Grave Buster is just not that good. I don't think I've told you yet, but I do not like the Grave Buster. Not a fine plant for me. Not my type. I'm just saying. I don't know why, but like the sound of them like impacting is a lot more meatier than I thought it was. Oh, yeah, that guy's dead. Here, have this. So watch this zombie get annihilated. You see, we don't even need a Grave Busters. Even though I used like 50% don't die. Actually no, never mind. And now I'm gonna wait until there you go. So now we have the scaredy shroom. The scaredy shroom is scared. Long-range shooter that hides when enemies get near it. And not like near, like forward, like in front of it. No, anywhere near it. So this guy is also not that bad of a plant. Or not that great of a plant. Though it's still doable. It's still a pretty viable plant to have. Which is why I'm going to use it. No walnuts again. I'm putting the blame to the Grave Buster. Because the Grave Buster sucks. Wow, I'm sounding like a certain person that plays a FNAF game and says how bad the game is every time. Jeez. Sorry to be rude, but, to clarify, the game sucks?
Are coming.
SpongeBob, Patrick. SpongeBob. Am I allowed to... No, it's not. I was gonna say, am I allowed to, like, make... No. We need sun. We need sun. I'm just saying, mate. We need some sun. Also, by the way, one random night, I just randomly perfected the, an Australian, accent for some reason. I don't know why, but it just happens. Now I sound British. Now I sound like a British. I love how we can make fun of the British, and then they can make fun of us for not having health insurance, and then we can make fun at them again for the shanking problems. And then they can make fun. We basically like ricochet at each other. I remember when people were thinking that the fume shroom and the puff shroom were like brothers. It does look like it though. There you go. Also, I should probably just do this. Oh wait, no, the fume shroom does not do that. So I think it's a 3x3 areas when they hide. Okay, maybe not. But in a 3x3 area like this, they'll then like hide. Oh god, I remembered some of the art, some of the fan art in this game. Like, this was like around the time I realized that people really like anthropomorphizing like things, just things, plants, fruit barrels. Speaking of fruit barrels, I looked over and I just saw my blue fruit barrel. Give me a second. Okay, we're good. But yeah, this was before I my microphone fell. But this is before I realized, or this was before I knew more about like the craze of people anthropomorphizing freaking just anything. And this is before I participated in it. Anyways, anthropomorphizing could mean a lot of things. But the most common meaning is but the most common meaning is making something look human, or giving it a human-like appearance, or giving a body shape, or body parts of a human. So thus being an anthropomorphic. So like M&Ms, those are anthropomorphic M&Ms. The M&Ms people, red, blue, green. Those are anthropomorphized M&Ms. But you can also have a mascot that's just a human wearing a like tomato hat and like wearing a red dress, and now I want to draw this character, and like, you know, that could be considered a anthropomorphized. But it's like, how do I say this? Is there an official version of that type of deal, like costume anthropomorphism and like non-costume, like, okay, so like for example, give me a second. Yes, I'm stopping this. I'm stopping the thing that I'm going to do to show you what I mean by. All right, so it's gonna. All right, so. And I'm done with this blueberry. My parents are freaking cracked. I ran out of like, we ran out of like fruit barrels like not too long ago, and then like 3 days after, or yeah, like, and then like yesterday, or no, 3 days after, I was right, or or 3 days ago rather, they just straight up bought like 80 more of them. I don't know what the frick kind. I don't know how rich they are, but if they're that rich to just buy these, like 80 more fruit barrels when we run out of 80 fruit barrels, I am kind of scared about their net worth. I live in a clean house, by the way. I just knocked over my fruit barrel like tower. You know how like there's a barrel room that's just like filled with like beer, rum, or whatever, mostly root beer, and stuff. That's what I'm having right now. Okay, some of it just fell. Alright, so let me show you some examples of what I meant. So there's... Actually, don't know if I can show this. I can. Okay. And then... Oh, they're called like momorphism. Yeah, momorphism, or something like that. Where they, turning everything into anime because we can. Anyways, anthropomorphism is a form of anthropomorphism in anime and manga. So, anamorphism is an anime thing. While, anthropomorphism, without the mo, is just, how do I say this? So, momorphism is an anime term for anthropomorphism. And then anthropomorphism is I'm probably saying that wrong still, but anthropomorphism is just giving a already existing thing but with human appendages or features. So like again, giving the M&Ms arms, legs, mouths, and eyes of human-like is anthropomorphism. Kermit is an anthropomorphic frog, even though he's a puppet. And then like you can have some like mysterious ones, like the Coca-Cola. I have to stop my freaking playing of Plants vs Zombies to show you this, but wait, I actually don't know if this is an official character or not. Okay, unofficial mascot. Habanero horseradish? Actually, I'm not going to show you any of this. But one of the most common examples is just a... I'm going to continue my streaming because I don't want to stop playing Plants vs. Zombies just to tell you what this is. But, morphism... You know, there's a common trope where they just make a character wear an outfit that resembles the, oh, there it is, by the way. That just resembles the thing that it's, like, you know, anthropomorphic. And this game was the first time I realized, the internet loves that kind of stuff. Like, really loves it. There's a subreddit, and that's all I'm gonna say. There's a subreddit. But yeah, some of the freaking art in it is just like, holy frick. Too bad. I decided not to sneeze today. You've been a bad motherfucker. No sneeze. You deserve the sneeze penalty. There you go. Again, I feel like when the fume shrooms hit the zombies, the hitting just sounds meatier. Is it not? It's probably because I have bassy headphones. Also, I probably should change to the Hesh 2s. I have two headphones. One that has a frickload of bass, and then the other that has a frickload of, like, not bass. Also known as normal headphones. The bassy ones I mostly use for theater reasons. Or I want to hear a lot of bass. And then the Hesh 2s, I use them in case for like literally anything else. Because bass, as much as I like it, sometimes having a subwoofer for everything is kind of not that good. But again, I only use it when I mostly use it rather for like theater reasons or whatnot. Because again, like, as cool as I like watching a theater and then getting my freaking ears literally having an inside earthquake when a character lands and goes like, oh, they're back. Yeah, they're back. Which means I got limited minutes. I got limited minutes, bro. Rap. Can this, we're good. Ow. Oh, frick. Okay, they have returned. They have indeed returned, which basically means, I'm about to go up and out of here. So, an hour and 32, you know, maybe eventually I'll try making a 2 hour stream. Who knows? But, you know, yeah, who knows? Dropped frames, 2700, 2700. Wow, that's a lot of dropping. That's a lot of frames that just dropped. Anyways, they have returned, so I gotta get out of here.